Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Hey, today is all about wheel bearings. How to inspect them, how to remove them, and how to install them. What I have here is an enforcer wheel that is a junk wheel. It's bent, it's no good. So this is our demonstration piece, our Vanna White. So here we go. Here's our wheel bearing. What you want to do when you feel like, believe it or not, this wheel bearing is pretty good. You want to feel it for rotation. You want to see if there's any slop in it, and there isn't any. And you want to see if it's binding or if it is at all sticking in any part of the rotation. And it's the same for the front, back, or both tires. So what do we have to do to remove it? Well, they make a removal and installation tool. I got this tool from Jim's. There are other tools available, but I like the Jim's tools, and it's really simple to take out. Camera girl's falling. You falling for me?
Fell on the mat.
You fell on the mat. You're falling for me. Got it. So you take our extractor tool, and if you see it's cut this way, it could shrink and expand to grab the inside of that. We have our cup. That goes inside of there with a nice copper washer. And one of the important things you want to do whenever you use any sort of threaded tool is you want to lubricate the threads with a little WD-40 or motor oil or whatever you have available. I like WD-40. Okay, so I like to just get it started just a little bit. Then you're going to take this section. This goes inside of there. Well, let's lubricate these threads. And all that does is just cut down on the friction and saves your tool from having to be replaced anytime soon. So now comes the fun part. This slides down here, tap it in, and you'll feel it catch. So now you want to lift up on this piece here and you thread this down. And I'm going to tell you what sockets you need for this tool versus I don't know which tool you guys are going to use, but you need a 5/8 wrench here. There we go, right there. And then this one is a 3/4. Nope. Do I not have the right tool for that? No, I didn't grab the right socket ratchet for that. So give me a second. We'll grab the right wrench. I believe that's 11/16. Yes, it is. So you have a 5/8 that goes here, and then the 11/16. That will tighten that center section up and spread those little pieces, or spread the little fingers out. So we're going to leave our 5/8 wrench in there, and that's nice and tight. We're going to get this hand tight. Now, this is a 1 inch. So we're going to grab our 1-inch wrench and we're going to spin it around. And you hear that pop? That's the sound you're looking for. That's the bearing being pressed or pulled away from the corrosion and everything that sets in there. This is really not a hard job if you have the right tools and you know how to use them. And if you follow this video, you will know how to use it and use it properly. One thing I do caution, guys, if you do this to get your wheels powder coated, do not reuse your bearings. There's a chance that they're damaged, and just like that, they come right out. And the reason why I say that is, I'll show you. If you look, it grabs the inner race, not the outer race, and it pulls against all the bearings that are inside of here, and these are seal bearing. So now we're going to take our tool apart. Alrighty. Went too gorilla on that, but that's alright. What's over there now? And just like that, guys, your wheel bearing is removed. One nice thing is when you do your wheel bearings, make sure you put the spacer back in. The spacer actually rides right there. And when you tighten up the wheels, this way the bearings don't walk. I've seen a wheel come in that didn't have that. I told him I wouldn't install his bearings until he got the right one, because I'm not taking that chance. Well, I'm cleaning this up because, like I said, this is a junk wheel. So I'm going to reinstall this bearing. But let's simulate or pretend we have a new bearing. And this is the ABS side. And how can you tell? One is the material here and also the groove. That's your ABS side. Now, what I like to do, just for ease of installation, is I take a little bit of wheel bearing grease and I put it right around on the inside. Not a lot, just a very little bit. A nice fine coat. Enough for that little bit I put on my finger. I could do this bearing as well. And all that does is just help it slide in and get where you want it. So that gets set right there. Now comes the fun part. We're going to turn this up on its side. And we're going to take our long bolt, and it's got a nut and a washer on it. All right, guys, the question is, how often should you inspect your bearings? If they're a sealed bearing like this, I'd say every time you do your tires. It's a habit I got into. I'm lubricating my threads again. I got into, because of the fact of I like to keep my tools running, working well. So within this kit, they give you a flat disc. The beveled side goes towards the bearing. That'll go in. Do you hold just like that? You take your bearing, goes in just like that. Now there's another one here that has the collar that fits right inside the inner race of that bearing. Put your washer on, and now your nut. Well, gotta get the right nut. That does the right nut. That's this nut, the dark one.
The dirty one.
It's not dirty. It's just tool dyed. Hey guys, you happy to see Camera Girl back behind the camera again? I know I am. Hopefully everybody's had a good weekend, a good Sunday. I'm filming this. It is literally Saturday night. And you'll be seeing this tomorrow night within about 24 hours. All right, so on the other side, it's a 3/4 inch. Yes, so 3/4 inch. You don't need a whole lot of tools for this. You just need to have the right tools. And then the other side, it's a 7/8 wrench. So what I like to do is I always like to pull towards me. And you can use a ratcheting wrench on this if you want. I don't, because I don't like putting that much strain on my ratchets. So you could also spin the other side, but I always like to spin the side that I'm pressing in. Better to push in than pull in, I always say. Yeah, there's some jokes there. Push it real good. All right.
Well, younger ones won't get that, but okay.
Yeah. Good old salt and pepper.
Yeah, that's before something.
But as you can see, guys, not a whole lot of strength is needed.
Or gorilla in.
You don't have to gorilla tight these things in. And what you're looking for is this here to just go. And you don't have to crank it down. Just until it stops just a little bit. And you see, since I lubricated all the threads, and I do it every time that I use this tool. Pull that off, stick that there, and it's just below the lip.
Is that where you want it?
Yep, and that's exactly where you want it.
They're all different sizes.
Yep, they're all, like I said, they're all different sizes depending on your application. This is a universal kit for these bearings, for seal bearings. The Timken bearings or cage bearings that are serviceable that you find on the older wheels. Different applicator, different tool for that. Very rare you see those these days unless you're working on the older bikes.
Oh.
All right, everybody. That's it for doing wheel bearings. It's really not that long. We're at this now 11 minutes. I've been maybe jelly-jacking for 2. So less than 10 minutes, you can change your wheel bearings in your wheel once your wheel's off the bike. And the time to check it is every time you do a tire. All right, everybody, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't done so already, please click that like and subscribe. And hit that bell notification so we get notified every time I upload a video. All right, everybody, until the next one, live the best life you can. Ride often and ride hard.
Like and subscribe.